Hey everyone, this is Shirley Takei with Pink Warrior Sisters. It's been a while. Uh, since October, I've been kind of sick. I had a sinus infection and something weird with my eye. Turns out there were two separate things, but I had it in my mind that it had to be that my eye thing was related to um, the sinus thing. And I went two times to urgent care. Never do that. Never do that. Uh, And there was a closer eye doctor here who I went to see who had no clue. And finally, Christmas Eve, I went to see an ENT about the sinus thing. She gave me an antibiotic to help clear out my sinuses problem. And I've been using the thing she suggested, Neomed, a rinse. It's a plastic bottle you put distilled water in it, and a little packet that comes with the bottle when you buy it with baking might be baking soda, but it's salt. I know you can't make it yourself, and I like to do some of my own DIYs. So I I say no. I'll just have to buy that because I wouldn't know how much of what to put in it, and I might hurt myself with it. Anyway, turns out this eye thing it's been in my left eye. It's um it's a viral thing. And after seeing her, she didn't do eyes. She does ear, nose, and throat. And I knew that, but I was just hoping that, it'd be related. If it was related, she'd be able to help me with it. And she did. But what I did is I got another appointment on Thursday, the day after, after Christmas. Yeah, the day after Christmas. And with my ophthalmologist. And he says it's a viral thing. And that's why none of the eye drops they were prescribing worked because that they were giving me antibiotics. And no, it, it was viral. I tell you what, it was so bad. I don't ever want to do that again. So I'm going to find a way. There's something I can take and do every day to stop it from ever happening again. I had a friend who said she had something like that. She had that same thing, but it was like 40 years ago and she's never had it again. But, I'm thinking, oh boy, when I start thinking, oh yeah, I'll be the one that gets it like all the time. And I don't want that. So I go back on Friday to see the ophthalmologist and I will ask him if there isn't something I can do. And I'm already researching it like I usually do. So I'm back, and I'm not sure what you all would like to hear. I want to say Happy New Year 2025. And some people pick a word for the year. For me, it's health, healthy, not just health, but good health, healthy. This year, I decided I've tried gratitude. I think I've done gratitude before too. And it's also very good. It's very good to be grateful. And I've been trying that out for a while. But this health thing seems to be getting me down because for the past 3 years, towards the end of the year, was in July, I think. Well, the first time it was Thanksgiving 2022, and the whole family got the flu. It was horrible. So the next year, around July, I started with some headache symptoms and some jaw, teeth hurt, everything hurt. So we did get set up with dental insurance, and I'm still looking over the list to see who I'm going to go see because I've already seen two dentists, and neither one of them take the plan. But they helped me with the little issues that I had so going forward, I'll find someone who takes the plan so I don't have to pay a lot of money. And it turned out, not from the dentist, but that I have the ear, nose, and throat doctor, something, boy, I can't think what it's called. TMJ, uh, something mandibular jaw joint disease. And yeah, So I found out that insurances don't pay for the mouth guards. They make a custom mouth guard, and it's like $500, maybe 5,000. I'm not sure because my cousin had it done, and I was thinking, oh, geez, what do I do? What do I do? Right? I mean, after breast cancer, it seems like every time I get, a situation, you don't know, you're not sure what to do. Well, this worked because um, my thyroid, my endocrinologist that sees me for my thyroid, she's very good. And she said she had an issue. And I guess they said that I must clench my jaws or maybe grind my teeth at night while I'm sleeping, but I don't know it because I'm asleep. So here's the thing, the endocrinologist I see, she's great. She said, well, she went through a period where she needed some help grinding your teeth maybe or something at night. And she said that Walgreens has this, and I highly recommend it. Um, Next time I'll bring it and do a short and show you what it is. They're pre-made because the ones I was buying, you had to mold them to your mouth, and you get them at the drugstore also. But I couldn't get them to uh, actually match and melt, my mouth. So she said, "Well, just use these. They're all made pre-made," and they were. It's excellent. And the one that I got too is a box with 16 in them. Today is January 1st, so I'm starting a new one, which is actually the last one in my box. And I bought a new box, so I'll be able to February start another. I actually use it for a whole month because what I do is in the morning when I take it out, I rinse it off with peroxide and let it soak for a little. I wash it because you can't use it. They say to use it one per day, and I was thinking once per week. I mean, because you go through quite a few of them. I guess that's why there's 16 in the box. But I figured out a way to stretch it and make it last. That's kind of one of the things I do. So I'm not sure what you all might want to hear. And I just want to help everybody who's ever been through or is going through a diagnosis of cancer, breast cancer, particularly because, like I said, that eye infection after having breast cancer, oh, it was so painful. It was horrible. And the doctor said, because it's viral, he said it's very stubborn and nasty and it doesn't want to go away. So I figure, you know what? I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it doesn't happen again because I don't have to go through it. And the same thing with cancer. And I think most of you are like that. You don't want to have to go through this again. You don't want to have to. So I just want to be here to help everybody. So if you want to comment after you see the video, anything you'd like to hear about, because it has been 17 and 3/4 years and a lot of new things have come up. And that's what I have been researching some of it and posting videos about it because having not, it wasn't available when I was going through my time with it, what I call my year from hell. So, anything that you'd like to hear about, let me know because I really do want to help everyone. And life after breast cancer is not easy. And as I've been telling you, just my last 3 years have been boom, 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 something every time. Temporomandibular jaw joint disease is the jaw thing that I had last year. Well, I still have, but I've learned how to deal with it and minimize symptoms. And then this time I had the eye thing. And it happens. Well, it was October. The jaw thing was July. Started in July and went through the end of the year, and it was, whew, like it would never end. And okay, breast cancer diagnosis certainly it used up my whole year. The diagnosis, not the diagnosis, but the treatment. And so I just want to give as much help. You can, message me, comment, and let me know if you have any questions. And especially if you're just going through it, newly, uh, maybe being diagnosed and not sure. One, I would highly recommend that you see a second opinion doctor, especially if you're not gelling or melding well with the doctor. I had a I had an oncologist, and he had his idea what he wanted to do for my treatment, and that was all well and good, but I had questions, and every time I'd start asking a question, he'd walk out. I'd be in mid-sentence, he'd walk out the door, and so that's no good. So my surgeon, he was a general surgeon, but he's very good. I see him every year now. He said, you need to see a second opinion doctor, and he got on the phone and got me an appointment. Excuse me, with this guy, and set me up, and I was glad because he was very good, and I got through that year from hell uh, through these doctors who really helped me, and also through the prayers. So many of my friends and family were praying for me, and I just know I believe in the power of prayer. It's powerful, and God carried me through that year. And every time I needed something, even sometimes before I knew I needed it, it was there. So these are things. This is why I feel like giving back to help people, now who may be going through, and it's like, what? Where did this come from? What in the world? Because no one in my family had it, and I just, I was I was clueless. So these are some things that I'm hoping as I go forward here in the year that I can um, help anyone. And some of my videos I would like to try because one of the things that I want to do, exercise. I'm getting more into the walking, running method of running, and also to try to clear out as many toxins as I can. And everything, the air you breathe, it's all polluted now. Uh, when I was going through my chemo, I went through the grocery store and I went through the aisle where the laundry detergent was. Oh my gosh, I never smelt it like that before. But I guess from getting chemo, it really hit me. And I was like, oh my gosh, but it took me a while before I said, you know what, I'm going to start making my own because one, it saves money too. And two, you know what goes in it. So you don't have all these terrible, terrible chemicals. And a lot of the things that I'm finding out now, they've used so much plastic, even in those Tide Pods, plastic, dishwasher pods, plastic. You don't need plastic. And I just read, even in our tea bags, there's little micro plastic. I'm like, WTH, what's going on? So, if you're like me and you think about these things sometimes, I know my husband says I think too much, but this is just a part of what consumes you. Not all at the same time, of course. After a breast cancer diagnosis, you want to try to eat right. You want to try to exercise. You want to try to. And so this is me. I mean, I'll be coming up on 18 in March 15th. So if you have any questions, please let them roll. And especially with this being January 1st, I want to start off on the right foot and just tell you this is really what the point of this channel is supposed to be. And I'm hoping that that's you'll share it with your friends and they'll share it with their friends, kind of like that shampoo commercial. Boo, 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 boo. And then everybody will be saying, hey, I wonder what she's going to say today. So there you go. There you have it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and a very happy new year, uh, healthy and successful and prosperous and peaceful, mostly peaceful. So I will talk to you next time. Please like, share, and smash the subscribe button so I can get more people who can watch my videos. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.